Hello everybody, this is Kickball Jedi playing 70s to Die Alpha 21, and I had a little bit of a busy evening. I decided to put a chest down here with some of the extra junk I was carrying that I don't really need. Uh, I have started to get hungry. I've been eating raw eggs. There's no chance of dysentery, so that's good. I've used up the rest of my water. I do actually have 13 murky waters, but of course I'll need a cooking pot to boil those and make them drinkable waters. So I thought, and then I also cleaned out the inside of this garage. Cleaned out all the items that were in here. Some stacks of wood, a couple of cabinets had some stuff in it. Um, but anyway, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do the mission across the street at the Dead Rooster. Hopefully, I can get some food, some more water, maybe a cooking pot would be nice. But this is also a good opportunity to go ahead and. Hold on, I'm gonna take care of this spider. I hate the spiders on this. There were a couple of zombies that attacked the outside of the garage last night, and one of those was feral. I was glad to get rid of him. She got my arrows back. But yeah, one of the zombies that attacked last night was feral. He was attacking through the wall, so I was able to just fight him through a little hole in the wall, so he couldn't hit me, but I could hit him, and that made it kind of easy. Bled him out. All right, so since this is a review of Alpha 21, one of the biggest and probably most controversial changes was to the water system. So it used to be you'd find fresh water, you'd find mineral water, and then of course you'd find murky waters, and then you would have jars. You would have jars for scooping water out of ponds and lakes. Which is, to me it seemed very realistic. You have to boil the water. You can just drink it straight up. This is starting to get annoying. All right, so yeah, in Alpha 20, getting water was easier in the sense that there were several ways to obtain it, several ways to carry it around. It was just much, much more convenient. Now in Alpha 21, usually the best you can do is you'll find murky waters, and then you have no jars to get additional water. Once you drink or take the water, the murky water, and boil it, it's gone. There's no container left to store more water in. So I have had and then one of the few ways to get fresh water is to use a dew catcher, which can be difficult to purchase, especially early game. I think the general price of them is around 2,500 dukes, which, your early game player usually doesn't get access to that kind of money until multiple missions. But anyway, so that's kind of my thought on the on the water. I don't really like the new water system. I prefer the older system. I think even in Alpha 20 you could boil water straight in the jars as you found them, which I think is convenient. And again, rather realistic. You put a glass jar over fire, or I don't know, maybe put it in a tin can or something, but you didn't need necessarily a cooking pot. So the way Alpha 21 is, you know, you find the murky waters, and that's all you can find. And hopefully you do find some. I mean, I'm getting pretty lucky here with the amount that I found. But then your next hurdle is the cooking pot, which you can either hope to loot one, or you can buy one, and buying them is 600 dukes, which again isn't cheap for a early game character. I'll just pick up all these chairs and scrap them in a minute. Hearing somebody outside. I'm probably going to attract their attention. Okay, is that it down here? Yeah. Alright. Yep. Alright, again, picking up this garbage because it's got plastics. Ooh. There's a lot of nice stuff. I guess... Oh yeah, I did close the front door, I think, so that's good. Now there I got some aloe and some bandages. Now I can't make first aid bandages yet, but when I can, that would be very helpful. Glue, that's great. Some more bone for repairing my bone knife. Ooh, those are nice. So I don't have any foot armor yet. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Toilet knife. And look at the tier 1 hunting knife compared to the tier 1 bone knife. 7 more damage per shot. 16 more damage for power attacks. I mean, it's a no-brainer there. Switching over to that. And I think I already have some repair kits even for repairing it, so I'm in great shape. Let's go ahead and I guess I don't need that padded hood. Let's go ahead and put this pocket in here. Scrap these chairs. I'm sure this hood, yeah, the hood can't compare. I mean, it's worth a little bit of money. I'll go ahead and use a couple cloth to fix it. I did find this spear too. I'm not sure if I'll use it, but I'll keep it handy. Alright, let's go. This guy there in. Got some more chairs. No sand. Yeah, I did want to mention in the last one I mentioned that I didn't really need sand at this point. Some other things I don't usually pick up. So I don't pick up sand. First of all, you really only need sand once you get up to like making cement. Because you need sand to make cement. And if you want to make glass, you need some sand. But you know, I'm nowhere near that right now, so don't need any of that. And then other things I don't pick up. You see, I won't pick up lead. So it's not that lead isn't important. I mean, lead is a ore or resource you need like anything else for building. But it is so much easier to mine lead than to carry it around looting it. So I've even tested that. I went around and just collected all the lead that I found in, say, a average POI, and let's say I ended up with a pretty good amount. Let's say I ended up with 120 lead. That's not bad, but you could probably mine 120 lead in about 30 seconds with with your pick. So really no reason to use inventory space to carry that around. It's a little dark in here. I'll put this up. So yeah, you won't see me pick up that. I won't pick up paper. I know paper can be used for shotgun shells, and maybe if I get to a point where I have a shotgun and I'm using a lot of shotgun shells, I'll start collecting paper, but you really don't need paper. And then, I did find some food. That's good. Eat that, whatever it is. So you won't see me pick up paper. I won't pick up sand. I won't pick up glass. Now, I think I'll have to check because I've been playing on public servers that have mods on them, so I'm not sure exactly how vanilla is. But you may need broken glass to make Molotov cocktails. It used to be you would use the empty jars to make Molotov cocktails, which made sense. But now with the jars being gone, oh, here, actually I can test it real quick. So here we got some I guess. Here it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's broken glass is only used to make the scope mods. So probably won't ever need to make those. Always find scope mods before I could make them. But yeah, so you won't see me pick up glass, won't pick up paper, won't pick up sand, won't pick up lead. You do pick up scrap iron, definitely. You do pick up clay. Now, if I need... Ooh, that's good. If I do need clay, or if I do pick up some clay, I'll sometimes to make room, I'll just turn it into cobble right in my backpack. So that'll make one less thing to carry around. All right, I think there's a dog out here. Let's see if I can get him before he attacks. Or she. Oh. And that's weird. I'm pretty sure there's another zombie up on the roof, but it says I cleared it, so that's all good. Go ahead and carve up the dog, get some more animal fat for making torches, some more leather. Looking good. But yeah, so there you go. I do pick up things like, maybe not at this point in the game, cement and gas, but I will as time goes on. Like the cement, yeah. So I can't do anything with it right now, so I'll just leave it. Leave the cement and gas for now. Do pick up stones, especially early game. You need a ton of stone, a ton of clay. Especially in the beginning, you need stone for fixing your stone tools and weapons. I'm trying to think of what else I don't pick up. I mean, that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and leave the cornmeal for now. Can't really make anything with it. I know it's kind of food. I think it's got like, counts as one food, but I'm not going to waste time carrying that. Let's see, have I gotten to where I can make any better tools? 2 clubs. Still 1 on the stun axe. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Last night, I think before the day even ended, I got a skill point, and now I've gotten a second one. So let's go ahead and use those. I'm going to start by getting some advanced engineering. Maybe that'll help me find some more workbench books, that sort of thing. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do daring adventure. That's just good to have in general. Give you a little bump to your rewards. Maybe get some slightly better reward options. Alright, so just to review what I've gotten so far. So I'm level 4. So I would have the original 4 skills you start off with, and then I've gained 3 more. So I've got 7 total. So what we've done is 1 in Pummel Pete, 1 in Minor 69er, 1 in Healing Factor, 1 in Hidden Strike, 1 in Deep Cuts, 1 in Daring Adventurer, and 1 in Advanced Engineering. So I may start scoping out a place to put up my base. See a nice cliff right over there, which is cool. I mean, that's like a sheer cliff back there. Bones and wood. Now that I've got a hunting knife, I don't need bones for the bone knife anymore, but I'll go ahead and keep the bones in case I need to make some glue or something. I've checked. Alright, let's go turn this mission in and sell some junk so I can get some money. And who knows, maybe I have enough to buy a cooking pot. I have to say, well, I guess it goes back to the way the skills are set up. Oh, I forgot I haven't even looted this trader yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and I actually have boots. It's too bad. I like the look of these. I play on a public server. It's Cafe Gaming, and they have a mod where you can make your armor clothing look like, or your armor look like clothing. So you could make these gothic boots into a mod, and then make them look like, or put the mod into your boots and make your, say, your padded boots look like gothic boots, which is really cool, I thought. Instead, it looks like I've got on leg warmers. But that's okay. Glad to have it. Oh, let's check all these workbenches over here before I head in. Get some more workbench books. There we go. Ooh, 2 more. Nice. So I can make the dew collector once I get a filter. Okay, I'm going to actually take this cotton and make it into cloth. Another one, nice. Ooh, a lot of... I think I already checked this. Yeah, let's sell that. Now I know my experience with the machete is that the machetes really aren't that great. Once you have a tier 6 knife, the machete really can't compare to it. Alright, I'll get that in a second.
Surprise, surprise. I suppose you want something in return now. Here you go.
Well, actually... Let's see what this range book does. Oh, that's a good book. I get 20% of my arrows back. Or I can get a book that gives me 3 crafting skill magazines, which could make me make better tools or better club. Oh, this is tough. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. I gotta do the crafting skill magazines. I know it sucks, and it basically kind of changes the whole dynamic for getting rewards specifically for that sort of situation. Where you're like, oh, I could use this thing or that
Was there
thing.
something else?
But the magazines are so important now. Alright, I'm not going to be making a spear. Not going to be making rocket launchers, at least not for quite a while. Keep the shotgun parts. I could make a shotgun pretty soon if I could get to the double barrel. Alright, we'll leave it
Well,
at
it's
that.
about time you bought something.
Let's open these and see what we got. Assault rifle skill. I have no points in assault rifle. More vehicle stuff. That's cool. Wow, I can already make a bike. Rifle. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's see what jobs he has. I'm just gonna grab something real quick.
I've got a task for you.
Radio station.
If
That's
glad you came to your senses.
Alright, let's see if he's got. If I have enough money. Oh, I do have enough money. Let's see if he's got a cooking pot. Let's see. Tools. Cooking pot. Go ahead and grab it.
If there's
All right.
nothing else, you best be on your way.
Alright, so all the food's cooking. I'm going to go ahead and make myself some armor. Not enough to make the duct tape and the armor. Enough cloth. Let's go ahead and make the padded chest armor. Now I must say I'm not doing that great because day 2 is just about to come to an end. I'm gonna go do that mission before the day's over, but I'm pretty miserable, barely getting by on food and water. And when you're playing, of course, you have an option to double tap a mission. So you basically, as you get up to the building where the exclamation point is, before you hit the exclamation point, go through the entire POI, loot it, even go to the end loot that. You can even break everything down, all the chairs, wrench, the washing machines, all that stuff. Because when you hit the exclamation point, it's going to reset everything anyway. So then you'll have the opportunity to reloot it all again. And especially in the early game, that's, almost needed. Because you need so many resources here early on. Alright, so I don't know if my hunger is going to go away, but I figured this is good enough to at least... ooh, you can even see all this stuff back here. Yeah, I'll have to get that later. This is enough to at least go do the mission. Oh, Mally's Oats. I love that POI. Alright, go ahead and loot this truck. I find a lot of great loot in vehicles so far. Alright, let's go ahead and start this. Hit this truck again. Some odd stuff. I'd like to start growing some yucca. Maybe my next point should be to get some living off the land. Alright, now I do recall this POI can get rather dark even in the middle of the day, so I'll do my best to keep it lit with the torch. That's nice. We gotta find more dupes. That's nice. I think there's a couple that are in this room. One. Surprise, Kool-Aid Man. Alright. What we got here? Some coffee. I didn't used to appreciate coffee as much as I do now in the game. once you get the books, it helps with mining. It does give a pretty good amount of stamina regen. Who do we got here? Oh, this knife is incredible compared to the bone knife. That sounds like a horde outside. I'll be honest with you, I did not know that was a thing. Jeez. When I make my base, I better make sure it's prepared for something like that to come by. That doesn't get anybody's attention. Uh-oh. Got somebody's attention. Oh, geez, big mama. Oh, God. Look how quick they went through that. Holy smoke, that big mama's tough. And she's worth a lot of XP. At least all those others sound like they're gone. Okay, that was a distraction I didn't need. Okay, get rid of the glass, get rid of sand. Alright, let's go. Alright, what do we got over here? Or who do we got over here? Okay, that works. Alright, let's just keep going and try to get this done and then race through the loot. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to hit you in the jewels. Alright, we're in the last room. That went really well. A couple arrows back. Clay and stone. Okay, let's go through this loot. Quick, quick, quick. Now the blood bags, I mean, they're really only used for making first aid kits, which you won't be able to make for quite some time, so no reason to keep those. Got a nice serrated edge from my knife to make it do even more damage, which is great. Love some more bandages. Or medical book. Oh wow, beaker. Man, there have been whole games I've gone through and not found a beaker. Ended up having to buy it or buy it from a trader or buy it from another character. Another sledgehammer. See that? I love the tier 2 sledgehammers. I just take it. Oh, come on! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Cooking pot. Oh, that's annoying, but that's part of the game. I've got over 10,000 hours in 7 Days to Die, and that's pretty much par for the course. As soon as you spend money on something, you're gonna loot it somewhere. Nothing else here. Alright, let's go. Oh gosh, it's 9:50. Jeez. I need to get back to my base at the garage. Yeah. Oh gosh. Like I said, last night, a zombie attacked the garage and it was feral. You really don't want to run into a feral with low stamina, encumbered, at night. I love that. Not just one, but 2 cooking pots. I don't have stuff to sell. I'm gonna do now. I'm playing permadeath like I normally do, but I don't want zombies to spawn in here. I think putting the bed down will keep that from happening, so I can use this as a base until I start getting my base set up. Anything else to sell? Sell this machete. Like I said, I'm not gonna. I've played before where I got the tier 6 hunting knife, and then I got like a tier 3 machete, and I felt the machete had lower range, was slower. I mean, I didn't just feel it. The numbers reflect that the machete is slower than the knife. So, you know, you really get used to the speed of the knife, and you don't want to get rid of it to downgrade to a machete. So I'm going to go ahead and sell those machete parts. What else? All right. I think... Oh, yeah. Let me do some more water. Did I get a point? I did. I'm going to do this just for convenience. You really don't have to and probably shouldn't, but this will cook things 40% faster, and I just need that instant gratification right now. I left my torch back at that POI, so let's go ahead and make another torch. Look, even the torch is 5 cloth. Jeez. Yeah, see the potatoes, 10 food, 5 health, minus 5 water. It does give me a 10 stamina bonus, which is cool. But meanwhile, just needing that food. Let's go ahead and make 6 waters. Well, I'll go ahead and store the food over here. I think I have some more potatoes. I think I'll get rid of the potatoes before I get rid of the meat, because once I can make grilled meat, that'll be much better. And of course, saving the meat for something like eggs and bacon is much more practical too. Alright, so there we go. So on day 2, we did the mission at the Dead Rooster and at the radio station. I basically gave my views of the Alpha 21 water changes, drinking water. I don't really care for this whole process of having to loot murky water and then hope you find a cooking pot, or hope you can afford to buy a cooking pot earlier, or trying to rely on the dew catchers. If you don't loot a lot of murky water, then you really have to get a dew catcher as quickly as possible, and those are crazy expensive for the filters that you need for those. And then you can always take the chance, and I've had to do this before on a couple starts where I was desperate, is you can just drink water straight from a pond using your hand. It kind of scoops the water up and you drink it, but I mean, you're just almost guaranteed to get dysentery from that. And then you're sitting there, no food, no water. You got dysentery. Your stamina's terrible. I actually have, on one playthrough of Alpha 21, gone down to like 0 water, like where it was red and flashing. My stamina wasn't regenerating. I couldn't hardly move. It was terrible. So I don't care for the new water system very much. Um, a little tweaking, I think, and it could be more practical. It should be something where you can get water. You can make it a little bit challenging to get the minimal water uh, without making it nearly impossible sometimes, depending on your luck. And then, sometimes just playing on a public server where everybody's looting everything, you don't really, you can't just go to a random POI you're passing and duck into the kitchen and try to grab some water. You just hope that the POIs you pick for your missions have water. And even that can be problematic. So, but anyway, there's my thoughts on water. And tomorrow for day 3, we'll go ahead and turn in this mission to the trader, and I'll start trying to decide what I want to do for building a base, try to get a base started, and then do some more missions, try to get done with the first tier, and again, continue to work on upgrading our knife skills. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a great evening. Bye-bye.